The Suicide Squad is a spectacular roller coaster of action, comedy, and gore that follows a group of supervillains who are forced to work for a government on lethal missions. The latest film, directed by James Gunn, was a critical and popular success.
Huh? What was that? I should kill everyone and escape?
Leaving many questions and possibilities for the squad's future. In this video, I'll look at some of the probable Suicide Squad 3 scenarios, characters, and comic book sources. How will the events of Suicide Squad influence the next film? Who will be the team's new recruits or enemies? Which comics will serve as inspiration or create plot twists? Let's start with the ending of the Suicide Squad. The movie ends with a massive battle between the squad and Starro, a giant alien starfish who can control people's minds with its smaller clones. Starro was captured by American astronauts decades ago and experimented on by the US government in a secret facility on Corto Maltese, a fictional South American island. The squad's mission was to destroy any evidence of US involvement in Project Starfish, but things got complicated when some of them decided to expose the truth and save the people of Corto Maltese from Starro's rampage. The final showdown was epic and brutal, with Starro killing several members of the squad, including Polka Dot Man, Rick Flag, and The Thinker. However, thanks to Harley Quinn's Javelin, Ratcatcher 2's Rats, and Bloodsport's leadership, the squad managed to defeat Starro and free the people from its control. In the process, they also earned their freedom from Amanda Waller, who was knocked out by her own staff when she tried to kill them for disobeying her orders. The movie also had two post-credit scenes. The first one revealed that Weasel, the creepy humanoid creature who seemingly drowned at the beginning of the movie, was actually alive and ran off into the jungle. The second one showed that Peacemaker, another member of the squad who betrayed his teammates and was shot in the neck by Bloodsport, also survived his injuries and was taken by Waller's agents for a new mission. This scene sets up Peacemaker's upcoming spin-off series on HBO Max, which will be directed by James Gunn and will explore his backstory and his future adventures. So what does all this mean for Suicide Squad 3? Well, James Gunn has recently ruled out the possibility of making a third movie in his DC universe, saying that he has some other projects to do first. The Maverick director, who has just been appointed as the co-CEO of DC Studios, has also revealed that he is working on another DC project that will involve some of the characters from the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker. However, he has also hinted that he has some ideas for a potential sequel, and that he has left some clues in the Suicide Squad that could lead to future stories. So let's speculate on what those stories could be. One of the biggest questions for Suicide Squad 3 is who will be in the movie. The Suicide Squad had a huge cast of characters, but many of them didn't make it to the end. Some of the survivors like Harley Quinn, Bloodsport, Ratcatcher 2, and King Shark could return for the sequel, as they have proven to be fan favorites and have great chemistry together. However, they might also face new threats or challenges from Amanda Waller, who might not be happy with their betrayal. Another character who could come back is Peacemaker, who was revealed to be alive in the post-credit scene of the Suicide Squad. He will have his own spin-off series on HBO Max, which will explore his backstory and his future adventures. It's possible that his series will set up his role in Suicide Squad 3, or that he will cross paths with the other members of the squad again. One character who was missing from the Suicide Squad was Deadshot, who was played by Will Smith in the 2016 movie. He did not return for the sequel due to scheduling conflicts, but he was not killed off either. He could potentially rejoin the team in the future, or have his own solo movie or series. However, James Gunn has debunked some rumors that Warner Bros. Discovery wants to bring back Smith for Suicide Squad 3, saying that there is no such plan at the moment. There are also many other characters from the comics or the previous movies who could join or leave the team in Suicide Squad 3. For example, some fans have suggested that characters like Killer Frost, Deathstroke, Bane, Poison Ivy, or Black Manta could be part of the new lineup. Alternatively, some characters who died in the Suicide Squad could be resurrected or replaced by their successors, such as Polka Dot Man, Captain Boomerang, or Rick Flag. The possibilities are endless, as the Suicide Squad is known for having a revolving door of supervillains. Another question for Suicide Squad 3 is what comic book sources will influence the movie, The Suicide Squad was based on various stories and characters from the comics, especially the 1980s run by John Ostrander, Kim Yale, and Luke McDonnell, which established the modern version of the team and its premise. Some of the comic book elements that were adapted for the movie include the team's mission to Corto Maltese, which was inspired by the 1988 crossover event, the Janus Directive, where the squad had to stop a rogue faction of Checkmate from taking over the island Dubois was. The character of Bloodsport, who was based on Robert Dubois, a villain who shot Superman with a kryptonite bullet in Superman Volume 2 No. 4. However, the movie version also incorporated elements from Alexander Trent, another Bloodsport who was part of the squad in the comics. The character of Peacemaker was based on Christopher Smith, a pacifist who used extreme violence to achieve peace. He was created by Charlton Comics in 1966 and acquired by DC Comics in 1983. He joined the squad in Suicide Squad Volume 4 No. 1. Starro was based on the first adversary the Justice League met in The Brave and the Bold No. 28. Gardner Fox and Mike Sekowsky designed him as an interstellar conqueror who could control people's minds with his starfish-like spawn. So what comic book sources could influence Suicide Squad 3? There are many possibilities, but here are some of our suggestions. The Doom Patrol and Suicide Squad Special, which was a crossover between the two teams, featured a political thriller plot involving nuclear weapons and super soldiers. It also killed off several members of both teams in the brutal Suicide Squad Volume 3 Rogues, which had a storyline that focused on the villains who betrayed or left the team, such as Captain Boomerang, Deadshot, and Nightshade. It also introduced new members like Bronze Tiger and Vixen. Suicide Squad Volume 4 Discipline and Punish, which was a storyline that revamped the team after Forever Evil, a crossover event where the crime syndicate took over the world. It also featured new members like Deathstroke, Black Manta, and Joker's daughter. These are some of the possible villains for Suicide Squad 3, but there are many more options to choose from. The Suicide Squad is a franchise that can explore different genres, tones, and themes depending on the creative vision of the director and the writer. James Gunn has shown that he can deliver a fun, action-packed, and emotional story with the Suicide Squad, and we hope that he will continue the saga with more twists and turns. Suicide Squad 3 is a movie that we are looking forward to and that we expect to be another wild ride with our favorite supervillains. And the final question for Suicide Squad 3 is, when it will be released. The Suicide Squad was a critical hit, but a box office flop, making only $168 million worldwide. James Gunn has other projects to do first, including Marvel and DC movies and shows. Suicide Squad 3 is not confirmed yet, but Gunn has some ideas for a potential sequel. It's hard to predict when Suicide Squad 3 could be released, but we could estimate a potential release date of 2026 at the very earliest. This is just speculation and things could change. For now, fans can enjoy the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker. And that's it for our video on Suicide Squad 3. What do you think of our suggestions and hopes for the sequel? Do you agree or disagree with them? Who do you want to see as the villain or the new members of the team? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.